In this video, we're going to look at building chords from the C major scale. And we're going to start off with the C major scale itself. This is what it's like written out in music. We've got C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Simply the white notes on the piano, starting on middle C, all the way up to the next C. This is what it sounds like. Okay, so once we've got the C major scale, we're going to harmonize this in thirds. So the idea is that we're going to play the C note, which I'm going to put in here, and we're going to play the E note at the same time. So we're taking the C note from the C scale, and we're going to play this at the same time as playing the E note, which is 3 notes up in the scale. Now when we do this, we're going to do this all the way along. So we're going to start off with our C and E, and then we move to the next part of the scale, which is D. We're going to move the note above it across as well. And what you'll notice is there's a pattern where you're playing what we call thirds. So you're going to play from C and E together, then D to F, then E and G together. So the scale's going up like normal, just adding the note a third above it on top as we go along. And this is what this sounds like. Okay, so the next stage, once we've got used to playing, and they sound quite nice already, but when we take it to the next stage, we're now actually playing chords, and these will have names designated to each stage of the scale. And when you hear people talk about playing in the key of something, like the key of C, for example, they're referring to the scale, but they're also referring to the chords that are made up within that scale. So if we harmonize yet again, we take our C major scale and we've played C and E together as our first step. If we now harmonize with the G, so we're going to play a C and an E, and we also play the G as well, this is now what we call a chord. It's basically 3 notes or more is really the rule with chords. So the idea is that we're going to play C, E and G. Now when we move up to the next note in the scale, which would normally be D, we're just moving up each scale at the same time, up an extra step. So you can see it's like starting the scale here from E and going E, F, G, etc. If I started the scale from this one, G, G, A, B, C, and then what you get is this pattern where the notes are harmonizing with 3 parts all the way up. Now what we do is we take the root note, which if we're playing in the chord of C, you can see it underneath on the fingerboard here. If we take those 3 notes and play them together, which is the first, third and fifth of this scale, C, E and G, it's designated the name C as a chord. And a lot of popular songs and music's written with chords or chord progressions, which is groups of chords put together. So when you've learned the scale and then you've learned to harmonize it, it's good to learn the names of the chords as you harmonize it. So the first one being C, and then when we move up, we're playing D minor, then E minor, then F, then G, A minor, B diminished, and C. Now I will be doing another video that explains why we name it these and the reason for it. But at the moment, we just want to build the harmonizer scale in thirds and create the chords so that we're familiar to not only the sounds, but also the shapes for each chord. So let's listen to this, harmonize. This is all the chords in the key of C, harmonize in thirds. Here we go. Okay, so this is the fingering for the chord of C, and all you do is you place your thumb on middle C, then lay your fingers consecutively across, so your little finger will be on the G, which is your 5th digit. So your first digit's on C, that means that your 3rd digit will be on an E, and then your little finger, the 5th digit, will be on the G. And once you've got used to pressing them down and gently lifting the 2nd and the 3rd finger out of the way, just shift up and down the key of the chords, naming the chords, getting used to the sound and familiar to playing them together. You can split these chords up into separate notes. This is called arpeggios, and I will have some exercises and videos coming up with those. But for the moment, this is just how to build chords from the key of C and get used to the sounds and the names as much as you can. And I will see you soon.